Right. Some more incomprehensibly big stuff. Big data. All right. There's some things you're going to realize in life. Maybe it's more in technology companies and you realize at other places. But there's always going to be problems and there's always going to be solutions. And sometimes you have this thing brings it up great. Problems looking for a solution and solutions looking for a problem. I feel bad because I didn't really give a ton of examples, or any, maybe. Oh, okay. We talked in the previous videos about added capacity. The whole field of technology is just like the Wild West and has been for 40 years, more probably, because every innovation in technology provides us more capacity to do things. And one of the most intriguing things to worry about is, what do you apply all this technology to? What problems do you solve? Sometimes we don't know. We just come up with this great idea and we throw it out there and people go, wait, that's a solution looking for a problem. Let me give you the two examples I came up with. It just came off the top of my head. On-demand television. This was always like the flying cars and stuff like that. Even though we've had flying cars for years, and that can't really get solved because it's actually because of regulatory stuff. It isn't because the technology isn't already there. We've had flying cars for probably 50 years. Just didn't really have the resolve to provide an infrastructure for it, or to provide a regulatory way forward for doing it. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because the thing we're talking about is view on demand television. Now that we have the internet, and the internet's actually gotten enough capacity, many people have bandwidth sufficient so they can have decently high quality video piped in directly to their home through the internet. Let me tell you, the internet is probably the worst transport medium for something like high definition television. It's just, really wasn't made for it at all. But that's okay. It can be pressed into service to do it. Now the capacity is sufficient that you can do it, whether it's really that great of an infrastructure to make it happen. Everybody thought that would be cool one day. Boy, I can watch my TV show when I want to. We used to be able to do that through other means, time delay, video recording, stuff like that. You can still do that, but by and large, that stuff has become, it became obsolete really quickly after it was developed. Most of you don't have, what do you call them, digital video recorders hooked up to your antenna or to your cable system. Some of you don't even bother having cable anymore. So many options are open now. Now you can have your video on demand, and you don't have to wait until a certain time. Once it's released, it's probably available on the internet, legally or illegally. Got to be careful of that too. One of the things that have really upset property holders is the fact that they can hardly hang on to their properties in the digital age, because the stuff is just simply too easy to copy. You just have to try to bring more value than just the product itself to try to make what you do value added. They didn't have to worry about that in the past. You could rely just simply on providing the product, an episode of a TV show. The only problem is it's almost immediately able to be copied, therefore, quote, stolen, that it makes it so compelling to have to come up with other streams of how to profit off of this. Something that television's always done. Free, what's called terrestrial television. That means over the air, I suppose, in another terminology. Content was never paid for directly. Those watching it didn't actually pay for it. It was paid for through an intricate system of advertising, and those advertisers would pay for advertising space. That money, the profits from collecting advertising revenue, would be used to create new content to keep people watching. And sometimes it even became very obvious that what was being produced simply to get more advertising money in. That's probably one of the downsides of that kind of a system, is that the advertising tends to drive content. Anyway, so having this stuff on the internet and having everybody have lots and lots of capacity, you really don't have enough to become on the internet, particularly oh no, that's not true either. Okay, I'm not going to say that. So anyway, that was a problem looking for a solution. View-on-demand television, it's gotten better and better and better. It requires such an amazing infrastructure behind the scenes and a huge amount of storage to make this stuff happen that content providers have mostly outsourced a lot of that need. That's going to bring up the cloud stuff that's coming up soon. I know it's an assignment, so a lot of you just do not understand the cloud, which is very understandable because it is deliberately made, I think, confusing so that everybody calls everything that they're doing cloud. I'm in the cloud. I'm a cloud thing. It's more marketing than it is really trying to explain to you how it works. So therefore, when the textbook tries to talk to you about it, you don't really get much to it. Okay, so we only looked at one problem looking for a solution, and I got way off all the time. Next video, we'll talk about a solution looking for a problem, specifically for telecommuting, which has always been kind of a dicey subject for a lot of people. We'll get to that here in a little bit. Talk to you later. Bye.